Monday, my dudes. Hello guys, it's time to celebrate. I got over 300 subscribers, maybe it's 400 by now. It takes me a while to post a video. But guys, thank you so much for asking these questions, and I am ready to just spill all my secrets, all the goods of the booktube trade. Like the title says, I asked to be bombarded with questions, and you guys properly bombarded me. Thank you, lads and lassies, love ya. But first, a tale from a barista. Okay, imagine this. You're a barista. You're sitting at your cash register, pressing buttons. These two ladies walk up to you. They look you in the eye, and they say, I want a white chocolate smoothie. And I'm like, ew, gross, who wants white chocolate in their smoothie? But my retail smile says, oh, great, I would gladly get you that white chocolate smoothie. What type of fruit do you want? Now, this is a common mistake at my place of business. It looks fancy. Like, it looks like a standalone restaurant, family-owned, something like that, but fancy. Like, it has like a rustic, beachy design. But we are essentially an upper-scale McDonald's. We're a chain restaurant. We mostly do fast food and the coffees. And when we're making smoothies, we have like the bottles of juice concentrate, carrot, apple, mango, pineapples. We pour that in a blender, pour water in it, put the ice in it, then I give it to you with a smile. Ding! So I ask the lady, what fruit flavor do you want? And she says, I don't want fruit. If we were at Tropical Smoothie and I had the option to give you like kale, spinach, like vegetables instead of fruit, I would have done that. That would have made sense. But you come into my place of business and you look at my menu that says the smoothie flavors and they're all fruit. And you ask me to make a smoothie without fruit when I can only give you fruit, water, and ice. What am I supposed to do? And I'm like, ma'am, you have to have a smoothie with fruit in it. She's like, but I don't want fruit. And I'm like, well, I can give you, because I know she wants white chocolate. I'm like, what about a frappe? She's like, what's all in it? So I tell her it has cold brew. She's like, ew, I don't want that. I want a white chocolate smoothie. What fruit do you want? I don't want fruit. It's a cycle. Thankfully for the sick and my sanity, she changed her order. But you have to have fruit in the dang smoothie. Maybe she just wanted white chocolate mixed up with ice. I could have offered her a white chocolate mocha, maybe. I don't know. I've been thinking about this for weeks. How? But before I pass out from stress, hey, question and answers, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna be going into the comments of that video. Okay, TB_EJ. Since I'm new to your channel, my questions are, favorite genre? And fave books so far this year. Okay, well, welcome to the fam, friend. The afro in your picture be poppin'. My favorite genre right now is thrillers, closely followed by YA and fantasy. They're basically like the trinity of my reading taste. I will tell you that the least favorite genre I have is erotica. Nonfiction, historical fiction, and some contemporaries. I want to get into contemporaries more, but just haven't felt the urge to pick any of them up, even though thrillers are basically contemporaries, but with the murder. Favorite book so far of the year. So this year, 2020, it's March when I'm filming this, so it's still pretty early. You know, my recent read, An Enchantment of Ravens, was very good. I really like that. It's not my favorite book, but I don't have a favorite book so far. Another one was a thriller called Escape Room. That was very good. It was very simple, but it had like good characters, so worked out fine for me. Michael James Kenneth Anderson, my friend, you have 4 names. Wow. What's the first book you remember falling in love with? And what did you love so much about it? You're new, aren't you? Let me tell you a tale of a book called Eldest. I tell everybody to read this book, and it's hard for me to tell people to read that book because it's the second book in a series. You have to read Aragon first before you read Eldest. When I first read this book, okay, it's the second book, Aragon, he's on his way to the elves' magical forest to go learn some magical magic with his wonderful dragon Saphira. This book made me cry, it was happy, it was fighty, and there was a plot twist at the end that I remember 14-year-old me when I first read this had to like set the book down on her bed and just walk away because it was just like mind-boggling. I'm like, I still remember that euphoria reading it, and that's why Eldest is my favorite book, because it got so much emotion out of me. Rebecca Dice. If going forward you could only ever buy books from one author, who would you choose? Okay, I'm gonna go with V.E. Schwab. She has a pretty good track record with me. I only didn't like 2 of her books, The Near Witch and Our Dark Duet. And she is like good at making villains and characters, and she's not really afraid to kill anyone. She also has a book coming out with like a deal with the devil, and a lady's gonna make a deal with the devil, and the devil's gonna like make it that she's something maybe all powerful, but whoever like talks to her forgets her. Like, wow. Yeah, I want to read that book when it comes out. I don't know the name of it though. You ready for me to mispronounce stuff? Vidhaya. Vil Books. I want to know your all-time favorite book. You got to choose only one. Spinelli Speaks. Hi, girl. If you could only read one book for the rest of your life, what would it be? Looking forward to this. It's the best book of all time for a reason, I assure you. Michael Knipp, making fun of my mispronunciations of platypi. What kinds of interests do you have outside of bookish things? Gaming? Work? Surfing? Okay, gaming. I love playing Pokemon. Not Pokemon Go, I've actually never played it. I just don't like phone games. But like the original, like Pokemon Black. Oh, Pokemon Black's my favorite game. But Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Girl! I cry my eyes out. I'm a big Pokemon fan. I actually, before filming this, watched like the horrible Netflix remake of the first Pokemon movie, and I still cried. Work. I am a barista. I was also a nanny. Both had their moments. I don't surf, but I do paddleboard and kayak. Tons of fun, and now that it's getting warmer here in Florida, I can actually go get a tan again. I have lost my tan, but the water is still like freezing, even though everything else is hot. I also enjoy photography, pressing flowers, if you can see it up there. Read now, sleep later. What's your least favorite genre? Historical fiction, nonfiction, exotica. That's not a genre. Erotica. I actually don't like graphic novels either. Well, I haven't even read one yet, but they're so short. They're like this big. I'll only read them if they're at the library, because I'm not going to buy something that's this big. Also, if you had to choose Aragon or Saphira, I've been thinking about this for weeks. All in all, Aragon, you're my bro. I love you to pieces. You're amazing. But Saphira's a freaking dragon. Of course I'm gonna choose her. What is your favorite book and TV show of all time? Okay, I don't watch a lot of TV because, you know, I'm busy reading, but I do really love anime, so there's some good animes out there. My favorite anime is Assassination Classroom. I watch that every time around finals to get me, like, motivated for school, and the daydreams of assassinating all my horrible teachers. But I also really love talking about TV shows, the really old TV shows, like I Love Lucy, Andy Griffin, Gomer Pyle, USMC, Dick Van Dyke. Oh, Little House on the Prairie. There is one episode of Little House on the Prairie that I cry every time in. You guys know Mary Ingalls, she goes blind. Her parents send her to a blind school to, like, you know, learn how to navigate the world when you can't see. She meets this teacher there, Adam, who is also blind. They fall in love. There's this awesome scene where they're like touching each other's faces, like just trying to figure out what they look like. And Mary makes the decision to like stay there and like be a teacher, but she has to go back home first for a little bit. So, you know, she and Adam are just like cozying up to each other on the front porch. Her mom and dad pull up in the carriage, and Adam, he whispers in her ear, "I'll be waving at you as you drive away." And I'm over here crying, and Mary's in the carriage waving, and Adam's on the porch waving, and I'm like, none of you can see each other. What are your favorite pizza toppings? Rebecca Dice. You sound familiar. Have you been here before? Okay, is this gross? Pepperoni and black olives. I love black olives. So those on a pizza, thin crust with Parmesan cheese. Bon appetit. Hold on, I gotta go plug my phone up. It's dead. It's dying. It just gave up. We're just gonna let my poor phone rest and pull this up on the YouTube browser. Type in my super secret password. I typed it in wrong. Okay, we're good. Berna's Bookish Adventure. You seem very cheerful in your videos. Gosh, I have a feeling you are a crier in books like I am. Am I right? You're actually kind of wrong. As mentioned in the before questions, I cry a lot in movies and TV shows, and I used to cry all the time in books, but I haven't had a good cry since I finished The Fault in Our Stars, which was about 3 years ago, actually. I do remember, like, shedding a tear, like one single solitary tear, reading the finale of A Darker Shade of Magic, because one character who just had, like, the roughest life ever he just one tear, and I'm like, that's good, okay, we can move on. But I am, like, looking for a book that'll make me cry. You guys know a good, like, heart-wrenching book? Comments down below. The Codex Cantina. Hi, guys! Can you share with us what work you do before hitting record? Do you plan anything? Script, outline, or just hit record and go off? Sometimes I think it shows in my lack of words and preparedness that most of the times I don't script or, like, pre-plan. Things like TBRs, wrap-ups, videos like this, obviously. Tags, the stuff you don't really script. I don't. I've done skits before, and those have definitely been super scripted. But basically, if it's not a skit, I don't script, but it does help if I like make a little outline, list the points I really need to make, and then at least I know where I'm going, even if I have to fill in some gaps along the way. With some improv. Which books did you hate but the mainstream enjoyed? Again But Better, Priory of the Orange Tree, Lord of the Rings, Illuminae Files, Legend series. It's just, taste is obviously varied. It's just, I don't get it. Why? What is likable in these? Finding Audrey, that was harmful. Cersei, I really didn't like Cersei. And I'm actually like very far behind in mainstream books, so this is a to be continued list. Chasing Epiphanies. Okay, I love this channel because it's animated, you know. I'm just like interested in like the whole art of it, so seeing this like makes me like really happy. Chasing Epiphanies, a question that has plagued the world since the very birth of this channel. How does one get lost in a bookcase? Have you seen my banner? Don't you agree I am very much jammed into a bookcase, practically lost in it? You know, let's get really metaphysical about this. You open a book, you grab the book, and you just get so overwhelmed, intrigued with the book, that you just like jam your face into it. And you're lost to reality. Okay, it's not really that deep. Let me tell you the story of my like channel name. It's not that scandalous. It was originally just booKCase because I'm a business major, so I'm thinking, okay, I gotta get like the product that I'm selling, books, in with my name, Casey, jam it in there, booKCase. Also, booKCase sounds like nutcase, but every time I would like search it in the YouTube search bar, I would just get like tutorials on how to make a bookcase, so I changed it to Lost in a Bookcase, nothing deep about it. Ooh, Rebecca Dice, you've been here before. What is the 20th book on your bookshelf? Left and right. Okay. This is the right one. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ugh. It's The Death Cure. I think it's like the third book in the Maze Runner series. I've not read it yet. I bought the first 3 books for some reason, and I remember reading the first one a long time ago, right when the movie came out, and I didn't like it at all. Hated Teresa, which is weird because she was like unconscious for half the book. But I decided to give it another chance and just hadn't got to the book series yet. And now on the left bookshelf, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh my gosh, The Scorch Trial by same guy who wrote Maze Runner. So, not really excited to read those books, but I'm going to get to it one day. Maybe I should watch the movies. Mary's Nerddom. What else do you enjoy doing besides reading books? What are your hobbies, the stuff you do for fun? Also, if you could meet any author in the world, living or dead, love or hate, who would it be? And what would you say to them? Okay, I am not, like, courageous or strong or, like, assertive enough to, like, go to an author I hate, slam their book down in front of them, and be like, this is exactly what you did wrong, pull out my PowerPoint, and, like, have them take notes on how to properly write a book. No, it would have to be someone I love. Christopher Paolini. I'm just gonna take my giant collection of the Aragon books, and I'm just gonna go up to his house one day and be like, good sir, you've changed my life. Bless you. God bless us all. Everyone. And he'll show me his sword collection, and, like, I'll do my best Saphira impersonation. Rah! And we'll be, like, best friends forever, man. Lost a bet to a guy in a chiffon skirt, but I make these high heels work. Vajano95. I love your comments, man. You don't know how much I appreciate really long comments. I remember me and my cousin used to be, like, pen pals, and, like, we'd write to each other, and I'd send her, like, 4 pages, and I only get, like, 1 pages back. And I would write back to her and say, like, write more! And she'd be like, it hurts my hand. So this, you're like the cousin I never had. My favorite musical, right now it's Cats. I can't stop singing Mr. Mistopheles. Favorite movie, it's actually Spider-Man 3. I've been told this is a bad movie, but I freaking love it. Favorite food, I love boiled peanuts. They're just, they're crunchy and juicy, and they're salty, like me. I know your favorite book, so I won't ask. What is your favorite dinosaur? Okay. The one with the long neck. What is your favorite kind of music? I love alternative music. I'll list my top 5 favorite bands right now. Okay, number 1 is tied with NF and 21 Pilots. Number 2, it is Foster the People. Number 3, it is One Republic. Number 4, Florence and the Machine. And number 5, I just like discovered this guy. It's the guy who made like the Enneagram songs. I really like his like calm voice. Sleeping at Last, that's what he's called. My favorite song in the world right now is Morph by 21 Pilots. What is the air speed of an unladen swallow? An African swallow or a European swallow? My favorite villain. Have you guys seen Slade from Teen Titans? A book fiend named Mel. What is your favorite classic or classic that you would like to read? Okay. Ooh, Rebecca. I love that book. It's like a schemy love affair and the ghost of a past lover haunting the new lady of the household. What is your favorite non-bookish activity? I like to play Pokemon. My worst memory of my life is me with my Yveltal losing to a Shuckle. What was your favorite vacation? I went to the Florida Keys. And it was hot, and it was awesome. I was like 10 when we went, and we parked our car underneath this beautiful, like, red blossom tree, and, like, the blossoms would, like, fall in my mom's black car, and, like, paint it this, like, polka dot color, and I just thought it was, like, the most beautiful, majestic thing ever to stand on the tree and just get, like, petals tangled up in my hair. And there was like also this saltwater pool we can go swim in. It was great. I also went on a mission trip to the Dominican Republic. That was crazy. Where in the world would you love to go to that you've never been? I want to go to Japan. That's where my peoples are. They eat the ramens. They eat the mochis. They eat the Pokemon. I didn't mean to say that. They play Pokemon. Okay, and the question I've been dreading, Alicia. Alicia Costanzo, I want to know more about the book you're writing, about where you are in school and what you're studying, and which mythical creature would you be realistically, versus what you prefer to be. Okay, what I prefer to be is a dragon, but knowing me, I would probably be like a mandrake, just some dirty, creepy creature huddled up in the ground, just minding her own business, and someone like plucks her hair out like in Harry Potter where Ron like lifts up the mandrake from the pots, and it just starts screaming because I hate being bothered when I'm doing my own thing. So I'm a screaming mandrake, that's what I am. Where you are in school, I just got my AA degree and I'm going on to my business degree, get my bachelor's, that's what it's called. I almost said master's, but no. What am I studying? Business. And about the book I'm writing. I love writing so much, but this is the question that keeps me from like doing AuthorTube. I'm going to one day. I will. But my fear is like these elevator pitches. This is the first thing you're ever going to hear about my book. If I don't nail it, you're going to have a preconceived judgment about it, and you're probably going to hate it. These are the thoughts in my head. But just hold on a second. I need to write this down, because if I just try to, like, say it off the top of my head, I have a series in mind, okay? So my brain, when you ask me what the book's about, I want to tell you, like, you've already, like, read the series, because my brain's over here at book 9, but really book 1 hasn't been published yet, even though it is written. It's in edits right now. But no, we can't talk about the series as a whole. We have to start at book 1, so I have to, like, condense my brain down to what I know just in book 1. Okay, I took 10 minutes to write down this, like, impromptu query letter, and this was actually, like, really good to do. Help me, like, this is, like, something I would actually send, like, an agent. I like this. So, yeah, I'm gonna do an AuthorTube thing one day. But, okay, here we go. This is my baby. It's YA. I can't do it. I can't look at myself. Okay. It's not like I'm ashamed of it, I'm just scared. Let me do my narrator voice. Meet Caleb. He's a nice guy, 17 years old, quiet, polite, but he's also keeping a secret. His father abuses him, but Caleb doesn't want him getting into any trouble. So shh, he's all Caleb has left. His mom died 2 years ago in a car accident. My baby. Meet S.E. He's a demon, or at least he thinks he is. He's not really sure. He can't remember anything. Doesn't even know what S.E. means. All he knows is that he's hungry for something. And that he's trapped in a burning white prison, having his very soul shredded by the crackling hungry flames, clawing to destroy everything that he is, one memory at a time. My author just came out. Where was I? He's trapped in a burning white prison until Caleb accidentally lets him out. Their souls wrap around each other, bonding the two for life. What's sure to be a miserable life now, with the always hangry S.E. shouting in his brain, hungry for vengeance against the ones who've imprisoned him, but he doesn't know who they are. Amnesia. And he's also hungry for something. They don't know what, but they better find out quick. Because the people, the Vega, that have imprisoned S.E. for 300 years are coming back for him. Dun dun dun! So yeah, that's book 1. I love it. It's amazing. Y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. I just gotta tell myself this. Y'all gonna love it. Alright, that's it. I've answered the burning questions the community has for me. Thank you guys so much for caring enough to ask. I love comments. I love reading all the comments. So this is a gift. Thanks. And I'll see you guys next time. Till then, I feel very lopsided because I have a braid in my hair. Alright guys, thank you guys again for watching. I am Casey, and you are the shine on my shoes. Yeah. Peace.